Delray Beach. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Ryan.
And Ryan, it's the third week. Where are you?
We are at Catherine Strong Park again with Feeding South Florida. And I'm out here with all these incredible volunteers. Want to give you a little bit of an inside look at what's going on here. So if you can see in the back, these are the volunteers that have been here since 7 a.m. this morning.
Amazing.
And they are they're bagging all the fresh produce, right? So while that is happening, since about 7 a.m. this morning, this giant truck here, which was filled with food,
Oh my
all
goodness.
right, that's being unloaded and put in a line with all these other volunteers, as you can see.
Incredible.
And they are all getting ready for the cars to start coming through. The first thing they'll get is that big bag of produce, and then they'll get a big sack of potatoes. They'll get a big bushel of apples. They'll get a pineapple. They'll get a gallon of milk.
Wow.
And they'll get a big thing of frozen chicken and protein. So, yeah, and it's a big,
Incredible.
I want to send the biggest thank you out to all of these volunteers. We have a ton of Parks and Rec staff out here. We have Community Greening and EJS, two nonprofits. They've been out here for the third straight week. And I met a few new gentlemen today from Lumatech, which is headquartered in Delray Beach, right off of Linton. Some of their top guys are out here today. So whether you're a nonprofit or you're a corporation here in Delray or just a resident, you want to get out on a Wednesday morning and help out. I'll tell you, it's a fun morning. We do 750 cars in about 3 to 4 hours. You don't have to come out here for the whole time. We have gloves. We have masks.
Okay, good.
Right. We're all, we're doing social distancing as best we can. A lot of water.
Sorry, Ryan. How do people get in touch if they want to come out and help? Because it's so important and you need those volunteers. How do they reach you?
Yeah, you can email me at boylston@mydelraybeach.com. You can also message the chamber. I've been getting those messages as well.
Okay.
And really, the more volunteers, the better, because then people get breaks. A lot of us are going straight for 3 straight hours, and it'd be nice to just be able to have a little break. So if you're interested in volunteering, I'm telling you, it's just a great time, and it's just the best of Delray Beach, and you're helping people, and you get to see so many happy faces and happy families. So that's my big message today, is just a big thank you to all the volunteers. Huge thank you to the city of Delray Beach. I think they just filled the calendar. They have a meal calendar, and they've been trying to fill in every gap. And now I don't think there is a day in Delray Beach that you can't go somewhere and get a meal and get groceries.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
It's incredible. So last week, and I'll end with this. Last week, my son and I went and we drove down the Homestead. There's an organization down there called Farm Share. They have a lot of extra produce, but they don't have a lot of extra trucks to deliver it. So I called up my buddy Scott Silver, who lives here in Delray Beach. He has a business called Silver Star and some refrigerator trucks. He hooked me up with one of those for the day. We went down, we gave it a test. You got to think, well, where are we going to get the food from? And then you find, okay, we got to go down the Homestead. Okay, well, how are we going to pick it up? We need a refrigerator truck. Or where are we going to get one of those? And then really the hardest part is, how are we going to distribute it? Right? You can't just pull up and everyone runs up to the truck. No. That's not the way things can get done. So huge thank you to everyone at Trinity Delray and Avenue Church. They organized the distribution. I just had to pull up in the truck. Thank you to Jennifer Jones and Colson Zumar. We did a little green market in a neighborhood in South Delray, a little test green market where everyone was spread out. This is really for the individuals that can't drive places. And they were all spread out on the sidewalk 6 feet away as they got all of their produce. But the exciting thing is that I can announce here is that it went so well last week. Delray Beach leased a refrigerator truck and is now making that run twice a week. Twice a week. So they had their first one yesterday, still partnered with Trinity, and they're doing their second one tomorrow. So you got Tuesday, a giant truck going down to Farm Share. You got Wednesday, Feeding South Florida right here. And then bam, you got Thursday again, another truck coming to Trinity Delray. So
amazing, Ryan.
A lot going on in Delray.
Thank you for what you're doing too. It's important for us to all thank you for, organizing these things and doing your part to help our town. I mean, that's what makes Delray so amazing. It's all the people who show up in times of crisis and do what they can to help each other out.
Well, that's it. That's the main message I wanted to get out this morning. Is when you see something like this happen, It's not just the logo on the truck. It's not
Right.
just the people that are at this event. It probably took weeks to coordinate something like this. It takes the people getting the word out. I mean, how do you ensure that 750 families are going to show up?
Yeah.
Well, we have all types of partners that aren't out here right now, but they're making sure the right families get the right message and that they're here in line this morning.
Yep.
So thank
Incredible.
you. Everybody that's involved, thank you so much. And Amanda, have a great show today. I got to get to work.
Thanks, Ryan. Help feed those families. Amazing. And we say it every single week, but it's true. This is what makes our town so special. And we are so lucky to be in Delray Beach with so many people who care and want to help each other, which leads me to our next, I guess technically our next guest, since Ryan's popping in these days. We have Ruth Magera from Cros Ministries, and they are doing incredible things too. Hi, Miss Ruth. How are you today? Oh, you're muted still, my friend.
I'm on. Thank you so much for having me. Yay, I'm here.
And you're looking lovely as ever. And I'm just so grateful for what you and your team are doing for everyone. It's just such a beautiful thing how many people really are showing up in different ways and helping different groups of people, because so many of us right now need help.
Yes.
So I want to tell everyone what you're doing specifically at Cros Ministries. And well, what is Cros Ministries? Sorry, let's start with that.
And first of all, I have to say a big thank you to Ryan, and just seeing and having him share what is happening right now is just awesome and amazing, because that, you know, when I think about people who are hungry and don't have enough to eat, that's what's closest to me. But Cros Ministries has been around for 42 years. We were begun in 1978, and our mission is to serve the hungry in Palm Beach and Martin counties through community collaborations. And so we have different programs, and in Delray Beach, some people may know about our food, the Caring Kitchen, which is our hot meal program. And we've changed the way we've been doing the Caring Kitchen with social distancing. We are now giving out to-go meals at the library every day, Monday through Friday at 12 o'clock. So at the Delray Beach Library from 12 to 12:50, if you need a meal to go, there's a meal to go there. And of course, we're trying and working hard, as Ryan mentioned, to make sure we are following social distancing measures. Right. So that's one of the things we're doing. It's walking up, you get a meal to go. We are so grateful to the Delray Beach Library and Michael there. Very grateful also to the Delray Beach Police Department, making sure that we have a pot toilet as well as a hand washing sink, you know, for people to have. And then we're also making sure that on Mondays, we're also providing about 60 individuals who are homebound with meals for 5 days, but we're delivering them 2 days a week. And you know, the best thing that happened, Amanda, I have to share this, our volunteers who are doing the homebound meals were not able to do that. And the Delray Beach PD came to the rescue.
Oh my
and on those 2 days, Mondays and Wednesdays, we have the Delray PD going out and delivering those homebound meals. So we are so grateful, you know, for that. Amazing. And then we have our food pantries. And we have several throughout the county, but one in Delray Beach, right on 141 Southwest 12th Avenue. And our food pantries is where we provide non-perishable food items. And in fact, as soon as we're done with this, I'm actually going to be heading to our Riviera Beach Food Pantry to help out there. But let me tell you, Amanda, it breaks my heart to see how many people are coming in for food. So many people who have never been to our food pantries, or who haven't been, because our food pantries are constant presence. We are there so that when people need us, you can come in for food, but we're not there for you to come in and become your grocery store.
Right.
But we've seen so many people who haven't been around, you know, haven't been to our food pantry in about 3-4 years coming back. Wow. You know, the sad stories, I was talking to our Delray Beach coordinator, Vicky, and this happened to me also last week in Riviera. You know, someone came up and just said, I was working in a restaurant, I don't have a job now, I need food. And we were able to provide that, you know, and for some, it's very embarrassing because they've never been, but that's why we are here. So we have our food pantries. We've seen the needs have almost doubled, especially with families and especially with children. And I'm grateful that we have the school district and we have different schools that are offering lunches, but that's not available for everyone.
Right.
And so we have people coming in, and I think as we look ahead, because even when normalcy returns, whatever normal will look like, is that this is just the beginning, and we'll have a lot of people needing food, and food is so basic. Before you can even think about paying your rent, you need to make sure you have a full belly. And so that's why I'm very grateful to the different partnerships we have. And I think one of the things I can say, and I think Ryan kind of mentioned it and said, people are coming together trying to figure out, what can we do? What can I do? How can I help? And I would say this, that during these times of social distancing, we can only take in so many volunteers.
Right.
But I also want to encourage people that, you know what, when things get back to normal, we will still need you. We will still need you coming and volunteering with us. But for right now, the volunteer opportunities are very limited.
Right.
And so if you go to our website or call our office at 561-233-9009, extension 103, would be able to direct you to a staff member who can help figure out what opportunities are there for you to volunteer. If you want to make a donation, we are asking that people give financially right now.
Okay.
And you can go out and purchase. I mean, encouraging. I'm not saying we can take food. I'll tell you a little bit about the food, but so that we can go out and purchase the food in bulk.
Got it.
We don't, again, right now, everybody's being told we are to stay at home orders, safer to be home. So we don't want you running to the grocery store and purchasing the food. And so we'd rather take a financial donation. If you would want to do that, our website is www.Cros Ministries, and it's CROS ministries.org to donate, because we would be able to go out and purchase the food. If you want to make a food donation, our food pantries right now, our programs are very limited in space and capacity, just because we don't have as many volunteers. We don't have as much space to accept all those donations. So we are asking that people deliver any food they have to our warehouse in Lake Worth. And again, calling that number 561-233-9009, extension 103 for the hours that we are open. So those are the ways people can help out. We at the Caring Kitchen right now, I know I was just talking to Anne in a little while ago, if we're always looking for gloves, we're always looking for to-go plates. So if you have restaurants that can do some of that, because we're using more to-go plates than we used to, those can be dropped off at the Caring Kitchen. And the Caring Kitchen right now is at Quezon United Methodist Church. That's where we're preparing the meals, or even taking them to the library, because at the library, our van is there, and we're actually serving the to-go meals out of the van. So that can be taken there. But I want to encourage people. I know everybody wants to do something, and that's the best thing about times like these. They bring us all together. But right now, because of all the measures that are in place, you're not able to do as much as you would want to. But trust me, we will lead you when all this is over, to be able to reach out, because the need is only going to be greater then. As I said, our numbers have been doubled. In the last month, our numbers have actually doubled, and they will only increase. And so I'm very grateful for all the partnerships. I'm very grateful that you have had me come and just share a little bit about what Cros is doing. But again, I want to thank all the partners, everybody who's coming together to make sure everybody has food to eat.
And I want to say thank you to you and all that your team is doing and all of the people involved, because as Ryan said too, it takes a lot of people to make these things happen. And I think it's just such a beautiful thing that you're doing, and all the time are doing, not just in this time, but how you've ramped it up to be able to serve these additional people. Because like you said, the first thing is people need to be fed, and then the rest can be figured out. But without food, it's impossible. So thank you for all that you're doing. Have a blessed day. Stay safe and healthy, and we will continue to spread your message and get you guys some more help.
Thank you so much, Amanda. And you take care. Have a good day, and God bless.
Thank you. You too.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Okay. So, I'm going to say this a billion times. It brings tears to my eyes just to see how many people are out there helping in one way or another, whether it's physically helping, whether it's donating, whether it's, just a million ways that you can help. And another way that we can help is by social distancing and following these measures and staying at home to keep people safe if you don't need to be outside. And our next guest, we have Annie Blake from Death or Glory, and she is going to share a lot of different things with us today. She's going to share what's happening over at Death or Glory, share a cocktail that you can make at home. Hey, Annie, how's it going?
Hi, Amanda. It's nice to see you.
It's nice to see you too. I know it's like it's so funny when the people that you normally see on a regular basis you can't see right now, and you get to see them. You're like, oh my gosh.
And I've been doing a lot of texting.
Yes, we've been texting to stay sane. So okay. First, I want to talk a little bit. We'll end with the cocktail because that's the best way to end a show. I wish I could be there and have it, even though it is 8:00 in the morning. But it's that kind of a time. But
somewhere.
Yeah, right. Okay, so first I want to talk about the fact that you do have curbside cocktails and food that people can order and pick up, and you're working with a bunch of services. You have Delivery Dudes, Yelp, Grubhub.
Yep, you can order through all of those. We're open Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 8, Saturday night until about 9 o'clock. Mm-hmm. As you can see right now, I just have gloves on, but I'm the only one that's been here since Sunday. But we are all masked when we are here. I have my Amanda Perner mask.
Yes.
Which is both stylish and functional.
That's right.
Even a little bit, I appreciate. And you do buy one, donate one, right?
And we don't, so for every mask that is purchased, we are donating to a frontline worker. So whether it's a hospital or we've donated to delivery people, even the Delivery Dudes, they have been in need of masks. So we've been able to provide them with some because anybody who's in the public really needs to be protected. So thank you for your support in that, Annie. And we're trying to make them fun. So, if you have to wear it every day, and they're washable, so you can wear them every single day. So we're also saving the planet by not wasting a ton of paper masks. So you wear your beautiful mask when you're in there, the gloves, they can come and pick up. And what kind of food are you serving and drinks do you have?
So our food rotates a whole lot.
Okay.
Just go on deathorglorybar.com, curbside pick. And we've had last Saturday, we did vegan nights. We're going to be doing a drive-through night that's sort of like old school drive-in movie coming up this weekend. So it just varies. We had an Easter dinner this past Sunday. But just take a look on the site. In terms of cocktails, we have some simpler cocktails like the old fashioned, which is what I'm going to make for you guys in a little bit. But we also have things that even I don't make at home on any kind of regular. I've been here picking up curbside myself. Mai Tais and painkillers, great tiki drinks, lomas, things like that. So it's been nice to be able to do that because I know I don't have the energy at the end of the day to put together, all the cocktail ingredients.
For sure. And I think it's worth pointing out too, Annie, that by people coming and getting the curbside, they're supporting your business. They're help keeping a local business going because times are different. Your bar is always bustling. It's hard to get a table there sometimes because you guys are so busy. I think it's important to note to everyone, support the local restaurants and bars that are doing curbside or delivery if you don't want to leave your house with Delivery Dudes or these other services. Because once this is over, we want everybody to still be in business. So this is the way we can support.
Support them, support your local service employees, tip people, tip your Delivery Dudes.
Yeah.
Tip your drivers, all those things. It's so important right now because everybody's business is so down. We're 2 days shy of our 3rd year anniversary, which is a long time here in Delray.
Yeah.
And we are so excited just to get back open again. But right now, it's also so nice to see people's faces when they drive up, even if we have to stay kind of masked and far away. It's lovely. And it's really easy. You just online, you can pay for everything ahead of time. You set up a delivery window, and then we it out front for you right at that time. So it's as safe as it can possibly be in terms of pickup.
And I would also like to say, and it is the same quality that you're used to expecting at Death or Glory. We've done the curbside. Those chickpeas are one of my favorite things on the planet. So, we've done the curbside pickup, and it's the same quality. Because I know sometimes people are like, is it going to be as good? It is. It's just as good as normal, and you're helping. So, and then I also want to call out you what you're doing with Cocktail Kingdom. So can you tell everybody a little bit about what Cocktail Kingdom is and what the Death or Glory partnership is there?
Sure. Cocktail Kingdom's a professional barware company that I actually have worked for 8 years. They're amazing, though. They have 5 bars in New York City through the CK Hospitality Group. But they decided to come together and and partner with a lot of bars across the country, and they're making T-shirts. So almost in an NPR kind of way. You can go on cocktailkingdom.com. The link is on our Facebook site for the Cocktail T-shirt donation. DeatherGloryBar.com, and you can buy a T-shirt from any of your favorite bars in the country. 100% of the proceeds are going back to the bars to give to their staff. So Cocktail Kingdom is just cost, and the bars are giving all the money for the T-shirts. So it's gonna be a really nice thing to be able to support, out of work people who are trying to struggle with unemployment, crashing pages.
Oh my goodness, I know.
Waiting for grants and things like that. So
yeah,
a really good deed, and there's a lot of bars, a lot of wonderful bars across the country, and a lot of really cool T-shirts too. So
I'm excited.
I'd encourage anybody to go on there.
What is the price of the T-shirt, Annie?
$22.
Okay. And with that $22, 100% of the profits is going to the bar. So you can support Death or Glory and all of the amazing people who work there, and keep them running until we can all get back in there.
Yeah, and support everybody else doing curbside too.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, come see everybody. It means so much to everyone. It really does.
Yeah, and I do want to say there are a lot of restaurants that are doing curbside here, so you can still support your favorite restaurants, and they need it more than ever, because it's not those busy tables that we're used to in Delray Beach where you wait for hours. So if you love a restaurant, get out there and support them, because right now every local business needs support. So show us your cocktail, Miss Annie. What do you make it? How do they make it at home?
Okay. So we have all these curbside cocktails that are great. And like I said, I'm not going to make a Mai Tai at home on any kind of regular basis. But I thought I would make an old fashioned, because an old fashioned is a cocktail that somehow tends to mystify people. It's absolutely one of the simplest cocktails you can make. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need any fancy ingredients or any kind of anything, right?
Okay.
So you're going to start with bourbon. You could make it with rye. You could also make it with rum. But we're going to be traditional, and we're going to go with bourbon. It's about 2 ounces of bourbon. If you don't have a measure, a jigger, you can eyeball it. If you get a little extra.
Maybe you need it.
It's a pandemic. We need a little bit of extra rum. Bourbon every now and again, or rum, like I said. And you're going to do about 1/4 ounce of simple syrup, which for those of you who don't, again, have a jigger, that's about 1.5 teaspoons. If you're using rum, you can use a little bit less. Rum tends to be a little bit sweeter. Taste your spirit, use your palate, right? And you're going to use a couple dashes of Angostura bitters. These are aromatic bitters. They're easy to get. You can find them anywhere, and they're delicious. They're actually great with soda water too, for 9 in the morning or whatever. Couple dashes. You just want to stir that for about 30 seconds. A little or a little less. Don't worry about it. If you don't have a mixing glass, you can just use a regular spoon, whatever you like. Pretty easy peasy. You don't need to muddle any fruit or any of that. That's not what an old fashioned is. And then you just pour it over fresh ice.
Wow.
And just want to take your favorite citrus. I would recommend orange or lemon.
Okay.
A little bit of a swath. Get the oils out on it. Throw that in there.
Beautiful.
Why?
And if you don't
ruin the rest of my morning.
I know, right? Can I come over? And if you don't want to or don't know how to make a drink at home, they've got you covered. You can just place your order, hop on over to Death or Glory. It looks really good. And you have it right in front, so we're staring at it. Thanks a lot, Annie. So you can hop on over to Death or Glory, and you can support them and have something delicious, and know that your money is going to local people who would love your business.
And we would love to see you.
Yes. Well, we all love to get to see all of our favorite local people. Thank you so much for coming on, Annie. We appreciate you. I miss you too. Stay safe.
Yes,
Social distance hug, and we will talk to you soon.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And then Tiffany, I would like to call you on, if you don't mind, for any other chamber announcements or anything else that is going on over at the Chamber of Commerce, because it has been such a great resource. There you are, for people to come to for a lot of different kinds of information, whether it's about grants or loans or marketing or pretty much anything. It's a one-stop place right now. It's an information hub, if you will, to figure out how we can push through this together as a town as well as individually So what is going on over there?
So yesterday we hosted a webinar with Sack Lunch Agency, Kristen Rose Agency, and McManda Media, marketing, PR, and social media during a global pandemic.
Amazing.
So they had some really, really great information for everyone, not just our members. We are posting our webinars on our website on delraybeach.com/webinars. So last week we did a CARES Act lunch and learn. We also, Friday, we had our government affairs. So we had an update from the city, from the CRA, and from Discover the Palm Beaches from a tourism perspective. And yesterday, like I said, we did the marketing, PR, and social media. So definitely check that out. And I just want to call out, Annie, I could have used that DIY drink. Last week I made my husband an old fashioned and I dumped sugar in the bottom of the glass.
Oh no.
No. Holly,
hey, you're gonna write this one down for her. Yeah, Tiffany, you need to make notes. Tiffany, you don't dump the sugar.
We even have simple syrup and the Angostura bitters. So yep, could have done that. Whoops.
We'll do a video tutorial one-on-one later.
Yes, that's a service you could do. Personal teaching of cooking and drink making.
Yeah. So thank you for that. Thank you.
You got it.
I also want to call out the Historical Society. Amanda, I just sent you what they're doing. They are documenting our global pandemic. So if you have, they want you to tell your story of how you are working through everything that's happening right now, whether it's a video diary, an essay, photo, artwork, get the kids involved. And all you have to do is email that to info@delraybeachhistory.org. And her team and her volunteers, they're compiling how our locals are getting through this pandemic.
And I think that's really interesting too, because we will eventually get through this. I know for a lot of us, it feels like this is going to be forever, but it is not. Eventually we will push through this and our town will flourish and thrive again. So having this documentation, I think, is really interesting because 100 years from now, well, who knows what kind of technology there will be, but maybe someone will figure out how to watch this at that point in time. But I think it'll be really interesting to look back and see all of these things because like anything in life, once you push past things, sometimes you forget some of the details. And I think there, especially in this town, so many people are doing so many beautiful things. And even like I said earlier, just staying at home is a beautiful thing for our town. Yep. You know, we're keeping our numbers relatively low, knock on wood, so to speak, because everybody is staying home. So we want to continue to stay home. Obviously, if you have to go to the grocery store or you're volunteering, they have a lot of practices in place to make sure you are staying safe. But yeah, I think this is really neat, and I'm looking at it right now as we speak, and you know, it's a moment to share your story with people, and maybe they want vulnerability, so maybe it is that you are going crazy because you're at home trying to teach your kids and you don't know and you're not a teacher, or maybe it's that you're enjoying this time with your family because you're normally working crazy hours and now you get to be home. But share your story, and we will have that as well as all the other websites up on our website at the Chamber. And so what else, Tiffany? What else is going on over there?
That is all I have for today.
Okay. Well, I think there's enough going on all over the place. But I want to thank all of you at the Chamber for all of your hard work that you're doing behind the scenes to keep everybody informed. Because even though we can't come in and see you, you guys are all working really hard to keep everything moving forward and to keep people in the know, which in these times, when you can't control much, at least having the information I think is crucial so you can make informed decisions and feel a little bit more in control. And I just want to say one more time, thank you to all of our guests that have come on. Thank you to everybody who is volunteering and helping out in our town. And just supporting in one way or another. And there's so many ways to support, whether it's going to a local business and giving them your business or donating something. You know, there's still a lot of other organizations in need. I know the Achievement Center has that Amazon cart that you can make purchases for them. They definitely
next week.
yeah, they need diapers and a lot of things for the little ones, because think about how we're feeling, imagine how the little ones are feeling. So we want to make sure we support them as well. And yeah, thank you so much, Delray Beach. We are so lucky to be in such a beautiful town, and have a great week and stay safe, everyone.
Bye.